YouTube, we got another virtual catch up with the Arlette Muley Pop the Balloon. Now, this is between Brian and Valerie. Now, I remember this segment. I was getting a lot of flack online for I was talking trash about a lot of the guys. So I was just making jokes, having a good time. But I remember this dude. I called him. He was kind of country, and I know for a fact I said he had like a slick top. You know that's what I can remember from the episode. But we got they catch up, they matched. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's unpack it, y'all. And also, please drop a like on the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. Let's get it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Brian and Valerie. Welcome y'all. How are we feeling today?
A real estate dream catcher. Let's do a little refresh. Might as well. All right, real estate dream catcher. Oh yeah, good old boss babe. Good old boss babe. Look like a nice girl. Look like she's very serious about what she does. She's on a few podcasts. She caught a squatter. Okay, so she must be on a real estate podcast. Oh, she gonna be another Sherelle Rosada. Leave it up to her. Okay, that was one of the girls I was on the show with her. That was the nice girl I was said that dudes was giving a hard time to, for sure. Okay. Definitely doing a real estate thing. Podcast thing too. Selling houses. Oh yeah, she's a boss. Boss babe, that is. Clean Instagram, man. Very business Instagram. Can't really say nothing about it. All right, so now let's go up to Castle Baby. Let's see what Castle Baby. And I don't like checking guy Instagrams, but you know, fuck it. Fitness trainer. Okay. I mean, the Instagram definitely needs some work. I'm gonna say that. Compared to hers to his, it needs some work. I mean, he got somewhere he's talking. You had the ball in you. He in Vegas working out in the casino. Yeah, he's in the casino working out. Trying to say stop gambling. Doing push-ups. Yeah, I don't know, man. He's 6'6". Oh, this dude tall as hell. Yeah, I'm not feeling the Instagram. I'll be honest. Already off Instagram. I'm curious off if they vibes even match on business and life. So maybe why we getting a virtual, but let's continue.
All right.
Good. It's good to have you guys back. We did have you both on episode 22 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching.
He said yes. Now is it going to be a yes for you for him? We got a match.
I was talking shit about Cuz George. I'm not even gonna lie, I was like, his J's didn't look right. They was extra strung up tight. Something just about them did not look right. But you know, I like to have fun with this, y'all. I'm not always just talking shit. I like to have a good time, man. Y'all gotta be able to take a joke also. Some of y'all can't take a joke. I come from a background of like getting, you know, we roast each other, have fun, just have a good time.
Take this mic and you guys can go on off. Go ahead, it's one of them. Oh.
Long ass Jordan.
Hey, let's give it up for them.
Yeah, I remember this panel was crazy.
And so, you know, obviously during your episode, there were quite a few comments and things like that. And we got to know you guys just a little bit. But if you do want to, you know, dive in and let us know just a little bit more about yourselves. Valerie, let's go ahead and start with you.
Well, I will just start by saying I do real estate full time. I am bi-coastal between Arizona and the DMV area. I don't know what else about me I should say.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Okay.
37. She looks very different than the show. I'm not gonna lie. Cuz still look the same, but she looked very different.
No little ones, no pets. It's, you know, I'm just
you for
single,
now.
independent woman out here.
All right. And then Brian, if you want to, you know, let us a little more about yourself.
as I said in the show, I'm 38.
38,
I'm in the
37.
network. I do a lot of IT. I also have my own business as far as home improvement.
Okay.
I'm in the fitness, big into fitness. Also motivational speaker. I like to motivate. Also, I'm starting my own podcast in the process. It's called Word to Wise Podcast.
Nice.
So I'm building that. And
Well, boy, you got to fix that Instagram. You got to add a little bit more in there if you're trying to dive that deep.
just that pretty much it. I'm just an open-minded individual and just willing to open with, different people that's trying to build as far as like podcasts, as far as like growing businesses and stuff like that. So that's just pretty much it.
Okay. So what made you guys want to apply to be on Pop the Balloon? Brian, we could start with you.
What made me want to apply? Honestly, I was looking for love. It was an opportunity that presented myself to. I actually was watching the show prior to being on the show, so I pretty much decided to get on the show. I said, well, let me just try this and see what happens. I was astonished that I got chosen to be on the show. But so that was my main reason, to actually find love and see what happens,
Okay. Alicia, what about you?
Like Brian, I was watching the show, and one of my friends actually was telling me I should apply. And it was really because this year there was a lot of changes in my life, and I've always been the type to go from relationship to relationship. But like this year, I've been more doing the inner work and introspect on myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to date. So
You was jumping in relationships like you was selling houses.
I thought that would be a good way. And when I found out it was based in Arizona, where I'm from, I was like, let's see what happens.
Cool.
Well, I'm glad you guys both decided to come on the show. It was definitely a pleasure having you guys. And then so just to kind of dive into the juicy topic at hand that everyone is obviously dying to hear, since you guys ended up matching when you were on Pop the Balloon or Find Love, have you guys gone on a date? Oh,
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Why are we hearing silence?
Hey, all I hear is crickets. But guess
Bro,
what?
I didn't-
Yes.
Well, brother, you supposed to talk too.
I didn't know who should start that. We did see each other after the show. So yeah,
okay.
Okay.
we could say that, it was a date.
Okay, so you guys went on a date like right after the show, like after you matched kind of thing, or?
No, I mean, the group went afterwards. We all went out, but then the next day, Brian and I
Okay.
met up.
There we go.
Oh, okay. That's good. Well, y'all kind of scared me. There was a little quiet. So where'd you guys
Well, it
go?
was
What did
kind
you
of-
guys do?
It was kind of like, well, Brian can probably tell you, but it was unexpected because I think he was supposed to catch a flight out, but he was here. So, Brian, you tell him. I don't want to be telling your business.
Yeah. Let's hear from Brian.
Oh, so what happened was
She seemed like a very, very sweet girl, man. I'm not gonna lie, very, very sweet girl. From what I sense from her energy.
So after we left the show, we ended up going to what was the name of that spot we went to?
No, I was just talking about you missing your flight, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm getting in the intel of deep of everything we did.
Yeah.
We went to the spot pretty
He fell in. He fell in love kind of a little bit. He said, I'm gonna go ahead and push the flight back, baby.
much. What was it? You don't even know, so.
I don't know.
All right, but anyhow,
It was a sports bar. It was a Sunday. It was Sunday after.
everybody from the cast of the show, we hung out there at the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up, unfortunately, missing my flight. Had so much fun. Ended up getting caught up with time.
Yeah.
Missed my flight, and ended up having to stay the next day.
You missed it on purpose, brother. Just tell the truth. You did it on purpose.
The following day, so I hit her up and said, I'm gonna be here. I was a little mad about the situation that I ended up missing my flight. So I told her I'm gonna be here. Can you come hang out with me? Can you keep me company? She was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I said, where can we go? And I guess we ended up going to like some little, I can't recall, but I know it was like a bar or something. We ended up watching the football game and catching up and stuff like that. And ended up leaving there. She ended up taking me to her mom's house. And I met her mom.
Woo.
Mom was pretty nice. I had,
It wasn't like that. Don't wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying you let her meet the mommy though. Like that's big though. You like that's something that you kind of reserve for a qualified guy. I would say you don't just let anybody meet your mom or parents in general.
I told him, I asked him first. I was like, "Are you okay with this? I know it's weird. You don't know me, but my mom was like, come by the house. Come by. You need to see your sister." And it was like, "Brian, are you
Oh,
okay?" Like that's kind of crazy to make him do
okay.
that.
Okay.
Well, I'm giving story by story by, in
Yeah,
sequence of what happened, and that's how it
right.
happened. Yeah, yeah, she
She was
did
like,
invite me
"Oh
to her mom.
wow,
Yeah, yeah,
that happened."
So you went to the mom's
right,
house.
right. Had some good old spaghetti. You
Oh.
know,
Yo, boy, you ever heard that you don't eat the spaghetti from a woman house you don't know like that? Or if you ain't watch her cook it? I heard some, bruh. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comment section. I've heard a lot of stories of just like how women would like put things in spaghetti. to the, it's almost like some roots or something like that on people. Like I done heard some stories. Let me know y'all stories.
with the garlic bread and the butter on it.
Yeah,
But
got your
yeah,
ass.
yeah. So that's how the first date went. I would say that was an official first date.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Felicia, how was it for you?
We went to a couple spots actually. The first place we went to, I picked out, but I didn't like it. When we got inside, it was I just didn't like the vibes. And then he found a spot in Tempe that we went to, but it was the same. It was like a nice little sports bar. And then I took him to one of my favorite rooftops in Tempe, or I
Okay.
suggested it. We rode together, and then we went to a rooftop, and then that's when I was like, "Hey, my mom is asking if I could stop by. Are you okay with that?" And we stopped by. But yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. And then
Very chill.
I had parked, so he took me back, and that was it. It was kind of like unofficial date, but we spent time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a date. You guys got to, hang out, do some things together, all that stuff. Maybe. Oh,
Y'all did though. We already been dating for like a good few months type of date. We already done been together. We just gonna hang out and chill. I'm gonna chill with your parents' spot. We're gonna go back, get a little drink. Y'all did the like that, not the extra shit. And I'm not mad at that because sometimes I don't like all the extra dates where you gotta do all this extra extravagant shit. Like let's just be simple, man. We people. Can we just do normal people shit and just, relax sometimes? We have to do the most.
obviously get to know each other a little bit more as well. So how was getting to know each other? Have you guys gone on any other dates after that point? I know you had to go back home, Brian. So have you guys been able to meet up after that?
It hasn't been good.
Oh, it's a wrap then. That it's been too long. It's been about a month, over a month now. So this relationship probably is over.
It didn't make it past Arizona.
Okay, why?
It didn't make it past Arizona. I mean, I just felt a disconnect.
Okay.
And it was a disconnect that I felt, and I can elaborate.
Please do, bro.
So you felt the disconnect from that day that you guys hung out, like that entire day?
The date went good. Everything went swell with the date. I enjoyed her energy. Like everything went swell with the date. But I'm talking about as far as
afterwards.
The whole. There you go. Yes, the whole afterwards.
Okay. So what? You can go.
The disconnect. It was so basically the disconnect. I felt as though she wasn't into me. I felt as though I think the disconnect was more so her not being honest of what she wanted on the show. Ooh. She didn't present what she wanted on the show. She didn't say that she said that she told me honestly, she said that she don't like smokers.
Yeah. Now what are some deal breakers? I know this is cliche, but I would say cigarette smoking. I won't say smoking in general, but it depends.
Mm-hmm. She never said that she don't like 420 weed smokers. Okay,
I don't have a problem with 420 weed
when
smokers.
she found out, when she found out that I smoked marijuana when we hung out, it was an issue. Oh, you didn't let me know that you do this. Why didn't you let me know? This. And I said you didn't state that on the show. How did I know that you didn't like?
I mean, if she said smokers, I mean, that kind of groups y'all in the whole category. I would say smoking is smoking. I think cig or weed. Yeah, some people might have a preference, but if they mention smoking, I would say both.
No, you didn't state that because guess what? It would have been way more pop balloons. You wouldn't have made it to the round you made it to.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? Other guys would have popped on you.
You would have had no balloons left to choose.
I see. So, Felicia, I remember on the show, you definitely did say your deal breaker was cigarette smokers. So, did you mean to also say that as well? Like, with the
No,
marijuana or?
I said what I meant.
Okay.
So I said cigarette smokers because that is the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Now, as far as what Brian's speaking on, I don't have a problem with people who smoke weed. I can't say that I never have. I can't. That's not my thing.
Okay.
We were spending probably 2 hours together, and he smoked twice.
Oh.
And
okay.
then, of course, after smoking, and you're gonna come next to me and be up under me, then I don't really like that as much. I didn't necessarily say that I had a problem with it while we were on the date. But then when he had to smoke again, and the next day when he checked in and he was like, "So how do you think the date went?" I was just like, we FaceTime. And I was like, just to be honest, I was like, it was kind of a turnoff that you felt the need to have to smoke twice. So do you have do you smoke daily? I didn't know. And he was like,
First time pause, brothers, dudes who smoke consistently throughout the day, that is somewhat of a turnoff to the women that you probably are trying to court or just your circle in general. Usually guys who I see who have to smoke breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack before bed, usually those people there's something that they hiding. They trying to compensate for something, they mental issues, whatever it is. So it's automatically gonna put a red flag like, and you smoke way too much. Like, you can't handle the stress of your days or, life in general. That's what it kind of tells at that point.
like, I do or whatever. And I was like, I didn't realize, yes, you're right. Maybe I should have said someone who smokes daily is a problem for me. Because, or actually, and we didn't even, he was like, at first he was like, I won't smoke around you. So we didn't just stop talking there. But he did kind of like rub me the wrong way when I said that was a turnoff, because he went like a little 0-60 on like, you should have said that. And I was like, bring it down, hold on. Like, I probably should have said that, but I'm telling you now. And I just felt like, he just really took quick offense. And it was like, I don't really know you yet. For me, it was a turnoff. Like, stay tuned.
Yeah, bro. If you're trying to snap to explain your point early on in the situation, you already lost, because now she's looking at you like, what? Like, granted, yeah, that's you, but you already shouldn't have a super quick, snappy temper over something so small. But the fact that you show that, it just kind of shows where the turn off is going to happen a lot faster than her attaching and bonding to you. Then you kind of show a little aggressive side. But when you show that day two, yeah, bro, it's a wrap. She don't have to be with you. She just met you.
I can attest to that. I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive man, and I stand on what I mean. So at the end of the day, if you stand on what you mean, you should have been upfront with what it was. I shouldn't have to go through, all this to figure out, oh, you didn't like weed smoke. I should have known this on the show. I should have known this.
Did you not? Did you miss what I said?
I hear what you said, but I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Stop saying that I have a problem with addictions. How about that? I should have said that, right?
Yes, you should have said that.
But
so you're saying,
but it's not an addiction.
You're assuming that he's addicted to weed.
I asked him if he was addicted to weed, and his response was, I smoke every day. So,
yeah.
Are you addicted?
She rather a casual smoker. You have to smoke every other day or probably once a week. I used to do that back in the day at one point. I was the weirdo. I would smoke one time a week. And that was primarily on the weekends because of work. I did not like smoking on my work days. I don't smoke at all now, but at one point I used to only smoke on the weekends. She wants somebody like that. She don't want somebody that's every day, multiple times a day. I think that's what she got contention with, his habits.
Not for me to say. I guess I should have. He just said, yeah, I should have said that. Okay. So if that's the case, I said I don't want to smell it. So he said he won't smoke around me. And I said, okay, I agreed that. Let's try this again when I'm in Maryland. So I wasn't saying exactly like, I wasn't cutting him short for that. It was a turn off after the conversation, after the communication that followed. And then he went online and said that he should have popped my balloon. And I was just like,
where was this?
He could have fixed it. I mean, she said we could recap in Maryland. Now, I think for him, he got butthurt and basically was like, man, she wasn't a good pick for me. But hey, let's say you would have came off as a more genuine guy, not as aggressive. Y'all probably could have reconnected in Maryland. But I'm gonna say this, y'all match wasn't gonna match anyway. Y'all on two different frequencies. This girl get into her real estate bag, real estate podcast, and you still up and coming, my brother. I hate to say it, but in society we in today, a lot of girls don't even have the time to even entertain a guy who ain't further along. And she's so far along. I'm gonna be honest. It just reality. It's the spectrums will not match.
Yeah, I should have popped the balloon. Yeah, I said it.
You said it
Petty.
where,
Honestly,
Brian?
said it. I said it
On
on
social
Instagram.
media.
I put it on, and then she blocked me after that. Yeah,
Damn.
because that's how I felt. Like, honestly, like I could have met the other woman that came after her that was, I mean, I'm just saying. She's a great woman, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, this is who I am. Take me as I am. This is me. Like, you know, if you would have told me what you like, I would have said, okay, cool. Pow!
Brian, we don't know each other yet. Let's be clear. Like,
That is
you can't
true.
just state all of everything that you want, because that's the purpose of getting to know
You're
someone.
on a dating show. Every other woman stated this, that their preference, that they don't like weed smokers. They was specific, very specific with what they meant.
I think
They
you have a
stand on
problem
what
with
they
listening.
mean.
I think you have a problem with listening because, like I said, you can
She
smoke
about the school teacher you. You have a problem with listening, Brian.
weed. I told you not to smoke when you're with me, or like when you're
There's no. I understand what you're saying, but how can you say this like a smart person? You can't tell a person how much they can smoke or do this and that. If you smoke weed. It doesn't matter how many times I smoke.
You're right. You
If
see
I
that
can
reaction
smoke
right
5-6 J's if I want
there?
to.
You're good. I'm good. You're right. I'm wrong. You're right.
I smoke weed. And you can't
You
put
do.
no. And I
Yeah, he
did.
like
I
to
did
argue.
say that I was going. Not smoke around you. And then here's what happened after that.
Yeah.
The disconnect was off. No calls.
So after that
texting, you stopped
conversation
texting.
where she said, or you guys had the discussion, you're like, okay, I won't smoke it around you. You're saying after that she stopped talking to you.
Well, she didn't stop. I just, like I told you, I felt a disconnect. Like I was
Yeah.
I texted her one morning,
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I might say good morning,
Mhm.
and she texts back, good morning. So I said, how are you? I didn't get a text back for about 6 hours, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why is?
Okay.
Like,
You know
She
what?
ain't thinking about you like that. I'm be honest. Yeah, if you get responses that late, yeah, she ain't thinking about you like that.
I didn't get a text for 6 hours.
So
One,
And
you
you
said
oh,
what
I was
happened?
asleep. I was asleep. What you say? Go ahead, explain this.
I told him my phone wasn't working. One.
Okay.
It was at the time, Brian, and I
No,
told
I'm
him.
talking about the first time. The first time. That's the second time. That's the second time when you said your phone was working when I text you. That's the second time. The
I don't
first
know
time
it.
was the time. The first time when I first texted you when I said good morning.
Hmm.
Do you recall
Okay.
when I said good morning and then you said good morning back and I said, how are you doing? And you didn't text back for 6 hours and then you finally said, oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep. You don't remember that?
You know what? I don't, because
I mean, 6 hours is a normal sleep cycle, so it's a possibility. I'm not sure. 6 hours is normal for sleep, so.
I have bad memory. Let me tell you that now. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you. But let me tell you, I can't look at my phone because the receipts are on my phone. We're using our phones. But if I delayed in speaking to you, I delayed in speaking to you. Like, we don't go together. It was probably what I said.
That ain't gonna work with me.
And
Yeah,
I got
I'm
back to
not
you. It
one of
wasn't
them.
ignoring you. I told you what was going on.
That
So
ain't
for
gonna work
him
with
to
me.
he jumped to, like, we was together already. Like, I was already baby or somebody, and he was already like, I need this communication from you. And I was just like,
Correct. Every man needs it.
Brian, I said, when we get back to Maryland, we can connect. Like, it's literally been 2 days.
How can you connect when you got a disconnect? And you feel
When
a
I
disconnect.
see you,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to try this again. That's the conversation we had. It
Yeah,
wasn't,
bro, she was already disconnected from the behaviors that you shown. And like we said, this is a boss babe. Y'all on two different wavelengths. You're not dealing with a girl that actually like needs you. She just wants to entertain you. She doesn't need you. So off the rip, Brian, you already know you ain't about to even control or contain a woman like this because she's already so high up on the food chain when it comes down to her career purpose and passion. In her mind, she probably like she doing you a favor almost, for real.
like, let's give this, okay, I said I was going to be open after the whole weed conversation. I said, when I get back to Maryland, we can have a date. We could try this again.
Mhm.
So why didn't you just give it that opportunity?
Because after that call, when I told you, you said your phone was broken, this and that, and I sent you a text message. I said, you're not really feeling me, are you? And you said no. You said, honestly, not really. I can pull a text message. You said that.
Okay.
And what did I
I
say
asked you
before
a
I
question.
said that?
You tell me.
I said, if you're so pressed to find out if I'm already feeling you, instead of wanting to give it some time to get to know you, if you just want to run off and tell them whether this worked or not, no, then go ahead, tell him it didn't work. Because he was so pressed. He
But he
kept
didn't
pressing
care.
to know.
Mm.
Why would you press someone to know, are you feeling me? Who asked that? Like, just let it
I need to know for my
flow.
own security. It's no.
I mean, I get his asking that because, like, once you know somebody feeling you or not, then you know how to move accordingly. So he's not wasting his time. So I get what he's saying. He asked to go ahead and cut the thread that still connected y'all. If you ain't feeling somebody, it's no point wasting the time unless y'all just want to be friends and talk. But he probably don't want to just be your friend. He was looking to court you. So if I can't court you, why am I still talking to you? So I get his point on that.
Let nothing flow because I'm a man. At the end of the day, I need to know for my own security.
So
At the
you
end of
wanted
the
to
day.
know if she's feeling you so that
Yes.
you can know what kind of energy to give back. Is that
That's
like
all that.
okay?
Yes.
I can understand
That's
that.
it. That's
So, Valencia, what led to you blocking him?
Because I told him that I was open to having more communication with him when we came to Maryland. The fact that he couldn't even get 48 hours before asking me again if I'm feeling him, like, I get that you want to communicate with people, that's cool, but you did turn
Repetitive conversations, just like how I just stuttered that R. I repeated. Do that. All right, let's just continue.
me off a little bit, but I'm willing to give this another opportunity, but don't press me. Like, don't press this when we're trying. Like I said, we can try a date when we get to Maryland. Why would you hit me up after we just had this conversation and ask if I'm feeling you?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I need a.
I just said we're gonna see.
Too much assurance, bro.
When I get there, it's not like I wasn't answering my phone. I was still answering my phone. I was still texting you back. It's just when my phone actually broke, I think that's what set him off, because he was like, you're horrible at communication. Once again, sir, you don't know me like that. So he went real.
Let me tell you something. It don't take that much to know a person. All you to take a couple conversations. I dealt with a lot of women before. So don't tell me what I don't know. I don't know you particularly. I don't. But I know these certain traits and stuff that women do. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not categorizing you, but I've seen this before, and that's all it is. I need to know. I need assurance as a man to know if the woman that I'm gonna date or be with wants me.
See, now, granted, he stated a valid question, but I will say this, guys. When you come off with this, I know women energy too much, you turn them off. You gotta know it within, but don't outwardly express it. You gotta have your boundaries. You gotta have your guidelines of your relationship, but you can't outwardly show this energy because it's ultimately just gonna show that you're an asshole a little bit too much on the wrong side of the spectrum. But you got to be able to understand this, but don't get emotional in these situations. Have boundaries, the whole nine, but you can't be emotional like Brian kind of.
I need communication. I need an understanding.
So is he blocked on everything, like Instagram, phone number, all of that, or just Instagram?
Yeah, because I just felt like he went straight to Instagram to post that he should have popped my balloon when we just spoke. I thought we were gonna try and see each other, but then to go on Instagram and post something like that without telling me, again, it's not that deep. I don't know you, you don't know me. Block.
You're right. You're right.
What's the point? Like,
boss babe, move on quick, boy. She, like you said, blocked. You out of there. She don't play. Yeah, man. You dealing with this girl. She's always gonna be looking up. You probably didn't even meet her only thing you probably met was the height, maybe the looks, but beyond that, when it comes to on paper, I think she's definitely I don't know what this brother got, but I could just tell her energy on what she wants and how she carry herself. Yeah, she definitely looking up.
You didn't even talk to me first. You don't need to, and I'm the one horrible at communication.
So Brian, you posted that on your Instagram after you didn't hear back from her for after a few hours?
I posted that when I got the clarification that she wasn't into me, and she honestly, when I got the clarification of that. That's honestly when I decided to do it.
Okay.
When I felt that disconnect.
So did you guys communicate and tell each other, you know what, I don't think this is gonna work anymore, or it was just she said what she said, you post on Instagram, boom, block, and that was it?
Well, I said, honestly, it's not gonna work because, like I told you, I smoke weed, so I know it's not gonna work. I mean, what? She don't like that. And I'm not changing something that I do or something that I've been doing before I met her. She either accept what I do. She should have been upfront with what she wanted, you know, and that's just it.
I think she was up front. I think she smoking in general. You should have kind of put that in your head, like she might have a problem with weed. And if you smoke a lot, bro, you can kind of explain that. I'm gonna piece their little piece in just to see if we can, pick apart to the smoking part, so we can dive that part, break that part down.
Okay.
I was a lot of things that happened that I was, not necessarily okay with, but I wasn't trying to be picky. The reason why I'm on the show is to explore different opportunities of love and what love looks like and what it could have looked like. So I was just telling him I was open to seeing, because maybe I am a little too much sometimes. I'm a princess, I'll give you that. But when it comes
boss babe
to the weed, it was just he was already trying to be all up under me. Like, so if you're gonna smell like weed and be up under me, and I'm in real estate, I'm a professional, so yeah, I can't be smelling like weed when I go meet my clients. Not to say that's the case, but yeah, that would be a problem if it has to be that often for you, because it's twice in one setting or one.
That is a lot.
That is a problem. But I was trying to be open. I was trying to be open-minded and see if maybe I'm the one who needs to be like more open. I don't know.
Okay.
Or honest.
Oh man. Okay.
It's not dishonesty, Brian. I don't see it's again. I known you for 48 hours before I told you I didn't like it. At least you know now. Like,
I should have known that on Pop the Balloon.
Oh my God! And I should have known you had just went through a breakup in July. Like, stop! You don't know everything that quick. So everybody's supposed to just put it all out there right on the front street to know. No, it moves so quick. That's the like.
That is true.
If anything, I should have popped y'all balloons, because y'all came casual when I came all dressed up, and I was like looking at y'all like, oh, are we going to two different places? Like,
okay.
And you had on them whack ass J's too, brother.
Did BM tell them different things? So I was really trying to be open-minded.
No, everyone stole the same thing, dressed to impress, first date attire. So
I'm not gonna lie, I do look at first date as casual though. I think that's the spectrum that's different, man. First dates ain't dressy to me, I'm be honest.
And okay, yeah, I can see that this
it's over.
Was not gonna head anywhere after the conversation that you guys had.
Plane crashed.
But to go ahead and just kind of like wrap everything up, any upcoming projects that we can be looking out from either one of you?
We might as well chop it right there, man. I know she's still on her real estate journey. He said he was doing a podcast. Let me know what y'all think on this video. Like, comment below. I want to know y'all take. This is JB Reacts, and until next time, peace.